sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. And today we're going to be looking into the life and passing of Michelle Trachtenberg.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you probably know her best as Dawn from Buffy, or Georgina from Gossip Girl, those iconic roles.
Of course.
But we're going to try to go a little bit deeper today, go beyond those roles.
Okay.
And we're going to be doing that with the help of this article from peopleali.com, which gives us some new insight into her life and, unfortunately, what led to her passing at just 39 years old.
It's such a shock, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, especially when you look at her social media presence, even just a couple of days ago.
Right.
It just painted such a different picture, you know?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
She just seemed to be full of life and energy and...
That contrast is what really struck me, too. I mean, just seeing the news break that she was found in her New York City apartment, unresponsive.
Right.
The details are still emerging.
Yeah.
The NYPD has confirmed that there is no foul play suspected. But the official cause of death is still pending.
Right. And peopleali.com is reporting that sources close to Michelle have actually revealed that she had a liver transplant.
Wow.
Sometime before she passed away.
A liver transplant?
Yeah.
Wow, that's major surgery.
Yeah, it is.
No wonder there's speculation about potential complications, especially with ABC News kind of hinting at that possibility.
Right.
But again, nothing confirmed yet.
Yeah, but it makes you think about those Instagram posts.
Oh, yeah.
Back from January.
I remember those.
Where Michelle was directly addressing comments about her appearance.
Right.
And you remember some people were even speculating about her health back then.
Yeah, they were.
But she denied any issues and pushed back pretty strongly against that negativity.
Oh, yeah, I remember those posts. I mean, she had that one where she said, fun fact, this is my face, not malnutrition. No problems. Why you gotta get a calendar? She was really trying to shut down the conversation about her health.
Yeah, and then in another post, she was even more direct. She stated, "I've received several comments recently about my appearance. I have never had plastic surgery. I am happy and healthy. Check yourself, haters."
Wow.
So you know there's real defiance there.
Yeah.
This refusal to be defined by these speculations.
And it does make you wonder, though, if maybe by publicly denying those health problems, she felt this pressure to maintain a certain image.
Yeah.
You know, she had recently undergone a major surgery, like a liver transplant.
Yeah.
That's not something you bounce back from overnight. It's a long, complicated process.
It's a huge deal. And I think that's a really good point, that we often forget the human cost of fame.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going through something as intense as a transplant?
Right.
And at the same time feeling this pressure to project this image of perfect health and happiness to the public?
Exactly.
I mean, it raises the question, was she trying to control the narrative around her health? You know, maybe to protect her privacy.
Yeah.
Or even her career.
That's such an interesting angle.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget that celebrities are real people dealing with real life challenges.
Absolutely.
While trying to navigate, you know, the pressure of being in the public eye.
It's a lot.
And the fact that this was all happening just a few months before she passed away.
Right.
I mean, it just adds a whole other layer.
It does. It really does.
A complexity to it.
It really makes those seemingly simple Instagram posts feel a lot heavier now, knowing what we know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And speaking of complexity, I think it's time we move beyond just those two big roles that everyone kind of associates her with.
Yeah, you're right. She had such a diverse career that I think often gets overshadowed by these like really iconic parts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so easy to just box her in as Dawn from Buffy or Georgina from Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
But going back and looking at Michelle's career, I mean, it's amazing how much she did beyond those roles.
Yeah.
She had real range, you know?
Yeah, she did. She really did. And even as a young actor.
Yeah.
I mean, she started out doing commercials, and then she pretty quickly moved to these more substantial roles.
Yeah.
I mean, it's common.
Right.
But not everyone makes that leap successfully.
Oh, for sure. Not at all. She was on Nickelodeon's The Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a total cult classic for a certain generation.
Right.
And her role in Harriet the Spy, the movie, really stands out to me.
Oh, absolutely.
It's interesting to think about what made her performance in that film so captivating.
Well, I think what's so fascinating about Harriet the Spy is her ability to convey both the curiosity and the vulnerability of that character.
Yeah.
You know, she brought a real depth to a role that could have easily been very one-dimensional.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And, you know, before those roles, even she was on the soap opera, All My Children.
Oh, wow.
It shows how much range she had, even at such a young age.
And then, of course, she navigated that very tricky transition from child star to adult roles with remarkable success.
Yeah, not everyone pulls that off.
No, not everyone.
Which speaks to her talent and her ability to really choose projects that resonated with audiences.
Exactly. And it's almost like she came full circle.
Yeah.
With her last on-screen appearance.
Yes.
Being a reprisal of her Gossip Girl role for that HBO Max reboot in 2023.
That's right.
I mean, she managed to stay relevant.
Right.
Across different generations of viewers.
It's pretty impressive.
It really is. And thinking about her passing now and looking back on her career, I think it's just another reminder that we often only see a sliver of someone's life, especially with celebrities. You know, we get so attached to certain roles.
Of course.
But there's so much more to a person than what we see on screen.
It makes you wonder what stories she had yet to tell.
Right.
What roles she would have brought to life.
Right.
You know, if given more time.
Exactly.
It's a loss for the entertainment world, no doubt.
Yeah.
But also for all of us who enjoyed her work and were touched by her talent.
There's this real sense of unfinished business, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like, we only got to see part of the story.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, before we wrap up, anything else about Michelle's story that really stands out to you? Anything that's really stuck with you? I think those Instagram posts from January where she was addressing those comments about her appearance.
Right.
I mean, they're really powerful in retrospect.
Yeah.
There's a real sense of her personality coming through in them. You know, her strength, her vulnerability, her refusal to let others define her.
It's a really good example of how words have power.
Right.
Even seemingly harmless speculation can have a real impact, especially for someone navigating a health challenge as serious as a liver transplant.
And it raises the question is, you know, how much of herself did she really feel comfortable sharing publicly? Was she consciously trying to project a certain image to protect herself? To protect her privacy? To protect her career?
It makes you think.
It really does. It's something we can't know for sure.
No.
But it makes you think about the pressures that celebrities face.
Definitely. It really highlights that fine line between public persona and private life.
Right.
You know, where does curiosity cross over into intrusion? How do we balance our fascination with celebrities with their right to privacy and dignity?
Right.
Especially when they're grappling with these personal struggles behind the scenes.
It's tough. Those are complex questions, and there are no easy answers.
No, not at all.
But I think it's important to be mindful of that line.
Absolutely.
Especially in light of Michelle's passing.
It really serves as a poignant reminder to approach these conversations with sensitivity and respect.
Yeah.
We truly never know what someone might be going through.
So well said. Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. We've gone beyond the surface, beyond those iconic roles.
Right.
And got a glimpse, I think, of the real Michelle Trachtenberg.
A talented actor, a strong woman.
Yeah.
And someone who clearly fought to define herself on her own terms.
Absolutely. It's been a privilege to explore her life and career with you.
It really has.
And I hope our listener has come away with a deeper understanding of Michelle Trachtenberg's legacy.
I think so, too. Before we go, I want to leave you with this. Knowing what we know now about Michelle's personal struggles, does it change how we view her most iconic roles? Does it add a layer of depth or understanding to her performances, knowing the strength and resilience she might have been bringing to those characters? It's something to think about. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deeper.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a Buffy doll.